Welcome back. I am John Najarian, and this is 3 at 3. You know the drill. We're going to give you at least 3 stocks that we saw unusual activity in during today's trading session. I might even recap some stocks that we've talked about as recently as yesterday. So with that said, let's dive into unusual option activity. Big call buying, out of the money call buying, that's what we'd call unusual bullish activity. Big out of the money put buying would be big bearish activity. Well, we got a lot of bullish activity today, so let's get started. Upstart. This is one that, of course, I wish I put on bigger yesterday. The stock was 110.71. That is the screenshot that I used for our broadcast today. Pete talked about this one for unusual option activity on the take, which is every day at 10:30 a.m. Well, take a look at where the stock was as of 12:15 p.m. Eastern time today, $136. So a $26 jump means that those calls that expire today are $26 in the money. So the calls that were bought for $2 went to 26. Let's just say 13 times the amount of money you invested is what you got out of this trade. Bang. Let's also take a look at DHI, which is DR Horton. We said people were buying calls in here in April, and indeed they were. Stock was $81.80, so they were $1.80 in the money because, of course, the right to buy it at 80 when it's trading 81.80 is worth the differential between that 80 strike and where the stock's trading. So it was worth almost $2 yesterday, plus some extrinsic value. Well, look at what it did today. Stock's trading 85.72. So in other words, the stock is up about $4, and the options are up spectacularly at that 80 strike. So another 100+% winner. Lastly, Farfetch. This one is a luxury retailer that's finally making some profitability. Not huge profits, but a lot of sales, $4.2 billion in sales. Yesterday, when the stock was under $14, we highlighted the March 1750 calls. Those calls exploding today as the stock trades to $21. So a 40% jump in the stock. That's a nice return. What do you think of a return on the 80-cent investment at the 1750 strike when it goes to 21? That is 400%, not 40, 400% profit on this particular trade. And they've got more time, so you can decide to roll up and out if you chose to. Crypto conversations. Yep, we have those on cryptoconvo.com. That's CRYPTOCONVO.com. You can hear us talk with various thought leaders in crypto, as well as, of course, NFTs and DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations. You can go check that out at cryptoconvo.com. All right, here's the 3 for today, folks. Fresh meat right now. ExxonMobil, stock $77. They're buying the March 80 calls. March 80 call strike in ExxonMobil. So what do you need to know? Well, those calls are out. This is the 25th of February. So next week will be the first expiration in March. Then we've got the second. So you've got 3 full weeks before these calls expire at the 80 strike. And that's with this ongoing conflict. I like the potential for the ExxonMobil trade, and I already owned it. Let's take a look at that, which is stock 77.26, 12,000. That's 1.2 million share equivalent at that strike. And these are not those full March expiration out there the 3rd week in March, but rather just 1 week out at that 4th of March expiry. Cliffs. All right, this is Cleveland Cliffs. That was me talking about it on the show. So it's a little over $21. Here's when we identified it earlier today for our subscribers, when it was $20. The cliffs are not just pulling resources out of the ground, they're turning it into rolled steel. So this is a play on pipes and steel, anything in the rolled steel category, flat or rolled steel. 10,000 of the May 23 calls So these are March, April, May, 3 full months into the future. 10,000 is a million share equivalent because every option's for 100 shares of stock. So 10,000 of these is a million share equivalent at that 23 strike. And as you've seen, we've already moved up through 21 today. Third and final is SLCA. I wanted to show you how long we've seen this from the beginning of February when it was under 10 bucks a share. This is silica propant. Is that how you pronounce it, Mark? Propant? This is the stuff you shove down into the ground if you're a fracker to get the oil up. Exactly right. So they were buying March 10s back then. Today they're buying the April 13s. The stock has moved up to almost 13, $12.46. Love that. It's about $1 billion company, folks, and they've beat 4 quarters in a row on earnings. And next time I talk to you, I'll figure out how to pronounce propant or whatever that is. You know, when you mix up all the various liquids along with silica and force that down into the ground, that forces soil back up. That's the propellant, he says. Maybe it is propellant, but that is US Silica, SLCA. That's going to do it for us today, folks. If you'd like to learn more about unusual option activity, go to marketrebellion.com/get started. That's marketrebellion.com/get started. If you wanted to know how you could have protected portfolio this week or any week when you've got risks in the market, well, we can help you with that. Learn how to speculate with less risk and get a leveraged bet on when you want to do that. You can do all of that with options. Go to marketrebellion.com/get started. We're going to head to LA. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you Monday.